Yeah, you're audible. Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another expert session, and I warmly welcome all participants who have joined us today. For today's session, we are delighted to have Ms. Mariana Filipova. She is the CEO and founder of STEM Academy. The focus of today's session will be on quantum career. And before we begin the session, please note the session code for today's attendance will be Cohort 321F, and fill the feedback form. It's mandatory and it will be valid till 24 hours. The session will run for 1 hour. I request all participants to write your topic relevant questions in the Q&A section, and we'll take the questions if time permits. With that, I'd like to hand it over to Mariana to begin today's session. Over to you, Mariana. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very nice to meet you, and thanks a lot for the possibility to participate in the third cohort of QuCODE. It's a real pleasure for me to speak about something a little bit different, like how to be successful in looking for a quantum career um, in our life after a lot of studies, or after changing some way of our development, adding new skills to the ones that we already have. So my presentation today is called Your Quantum Career in a Connected World, because I would like to speak not only about the education, the academic, and also job market possibilities, but also the importance of being connected around the world, and to have a lot of partnerships between us, not only like companies but also personally, and to participate in different kind of initiatives. So I'm going to start with something about me. So I believe that building bridges between knowledge and um, people around the world is something that gives us the opportunity. So I'm writing about this also scientific papers on the one hand. On the other hand, I try to influence people positively about that they would have different kind of skills, always to develop them, and to be very open to each other, to be in help of their different kind of initiatives or jobs. But there is always a cross point, and that could be in a very big favor one day for them, no matter in every moment or now they cannot see it exactly. So you can find something interesting about the quantum education and outreach, how develops the quantum workforce, and how influences the global market in the future. In this the paper that I wrote for Inside Quantum Technology, so there is presented some of my work. I have actually the first school in the world that students from different ages uh, study subjects like quantum mechanics, quantum entrepreneurship, quantum science and technology, innovations, etc. So I believe that from the early ages, if they know a little bit more about the quantum area that is coming, and it will be their area that they will live, and they will have to go to university and to the job market, is something important they to live with. So in this point of view, I'm an entrepreneur. also STEM innovator, and also I'm in my last year of a PhD research in quantum education. Also, I'm involved in a lot of projects. One of them is in Germany with 19 other teachers from 20 countries, and we develop curriculum and lessons about high school students in quantum computing and quantum programming for the classes in computer science, IT, STEM, etc. I participate also in other groups in UK and in other continents. Also have different kind of partners from India, Philippines, Pakistan, etc. Now I'm at the beginning of a new project that we are going to develop. Um, Studies about university students, or like a lifelong learning. It is not actually needed they to be such a kind already applied at the proof like students, but for adults, um, for for quantum education for different applications, and having the possibility to have trainings with us that are focused on uh, learning by doing, so some kind of exploration studies, and from the real applications, and the possibility they to have practical and real knowledge and skills, not only the lecturer ones like theoretical. So what um, I also would like to share with you uh, is something probably that I see people always ask themselves or the others: should I go to this difficult way? Is it the correct one? It is only in the lab. We cannot see a lot of possibilities. Always people speak that there is something very important, but is it going really to happen, and when? So the McKinsey's uh, research says that there will be a lot of possibility in quantum, and uh, we expect to be generated more than 1 trillion to the global economy in the next 10 years. This year, 2025, is going to be the year of quantum technologies, declared by UNESCO. Uh, Not only because there are 100 years from the existence of quantum, but because we're starting a new era that a lot of resources will be invested for quantum technologies, and also the expectations to develop some practical things, and really to succeed in the practical area are a lot. On the other hand, how we can do it without people to work in this area? Of course, we cannot. Something that is very important, and that gives us the a real idea why quantum education, quantum outreach, quantum ecosystems, quantum collaborations and partnerships are so important, is that this and the next year, that is very the nearest time, of course, less than 50% of the quantum jobs will be filled globally. So that means that we are expecting more places to be opened, but who actually is going to be prepared and to work on them is the big question. That's why we have to prepare for this, um, for these places. So I will try to pay attention on the quantum opportunities of 2 points of view. One of them is the academia sector. That means the universities, the research centers, places where it is in the lab. On the other hand, of course, is the business area where they're implemented practically. So the opportunities in academia become much more different because they arise, they become more, and that's why they have a lot of interesting applications and multi and they include multiple areas. So it is a good example that I have chosen to show you. For example, physicist PhD, Rochester University, what expects? But the program offers research areas following students pursue to their passion and delve into cutting edge science investigation. So it sounds like something open. So various research areas that means that it is not only to be a physicist and nothing else to happen. On the other hand, we can see something that is written on another way, an investigation of quantum cognition in financial decision making. It is really creative and different kind of application of quantum. What is we expect from the world in the future? Quantum not to be like only for computer science, for engineering, for mathematics, and for engineering. We always hear that it is very in very applicable in multiple subject areas, but actually we always uh, can hear for a few STEM areas, but nowadays it becomes much more and much more because, as you see, here are some financial decisions. We are waiting to start the real big application of quantum for financial and banking sector. It is due to security occasions, and they are very important. Also, when we speak about the global warming and the climate changes, nowadays science and technological results cannot be in favor for being on on the right place or something to resolve with these challenges that we have globally. So we expect on real and rely on quantum technologies, innovative decisions, also for the ecology. About realizing new kind of imaging in the diagnostic health care sphere, we also speak about quantum. Now, quantum imaging is something that a lot of professionals and researchers work on for a better health care around the world. Um, Also, new generation of drugs and pills about um, different kind of disease that till this moment haven't been having cures, and such a kind um, of disease will be cured with a new generation of drugs due to quantum technologies. Um, Also, we can see them in the area of HR development. That means for the human resource active in all business areas. If a person who cares about people and their job is about that, to develop staff or to hire in new positions competent professionals, also is needed he or she to be involved of the quantum knowledge. I'm going ahead with this kind of interesting map of the world, because I would like to make a focus of that now, having internet nowadays, we are not just in one place around the world, in one country, in one town, or in one continent. We are all together in an amazing network that could connect us in practical activities, in partnership collaborations, in different kind of jobs, in educative possibilities, etc. So we have to focus on that, because everyone his own alone cannot do as much as like an ecosystem and together. I'll give an example of a university that has an entirely master's degree in quantum technologies online. So it is not needed people to be on place on the country, in the continent. It is needed just there to have a computer, a desire, an internet, of course, some tuition to pay, or to apply for scholarship. It is a Spanish university, and it is not the only one now in the world that gives the opportunity people to learn and to prepare for the quantum area and job market, entirely online, no matter where they live and where they're positioned. About the business, I have mentioned about the different applications and opportunities that arise every day in a different sphere. And here I have selected something from the business area that makes innovations with quantum technologies, um, mainly in Germany. But of course, it is just an example everywhere. They exist, as I mentioned before, that in Americas, and not only. Asia is also very well developed in the different kind of applications. So here we have uh, also focus. If you pay attention to the quantum jobs in Fraunhofer, they tell we are looking for scientists, engineers, and technicians as reinforcement for our quantum research teams. For students, we offer student jobs, internships, and assisted thesis. So also their work is very, very different. They want to invest in people's potential, in people's knowledge, in their education, because they will assist thesis, they will give internship, they will give a job, and also different kind of applications. And the possibilities to be online, be in on place, or to be hybrid become much more and much more possible. So I have selected also 6 strategies for building a career in quantum technologies, because sometimes people are very prepared in some area, but they're very focused in only 1 2 skills in one area. Also, the possibility to be presented one's background, um, one's personality as a whole, is also something very, very important. And when it is not very well structured or attractive, it doesn't sound as this person is the correct one, and it is the person who is very well prepared. So I would like to give you some steps how to proceed in this challenge. So the first one is, don't apply through LinkedIn, apply directly to the employer. Actually, when the jobs are listed in LinkedIn, the statistics shows that they do not actually hire, and the applications of the people via the LinkedIn site really goes to the proper place and to the HR manager who is going to read and evaluate the applications. So they to be lost, to be late, or not even written is very, very possible. So try when you find a job that you like to see what is the employer's name, what are the contacts, and directly to apply to to the company without wasting time and expectations going through the LinkedIn's job channel opportunities. The other things is that we cannot even think of technology sector that is something limited like before. I have mentioned that the multidisciplinarity have been always mentioned like mathematics, physics, computer science, and engineering, but nowadays it is changing. So I have listed here like quantum biology, quantum chemistry, quantum entrepreneurship, quantum finances, quantum areas for managing of the um, managing staff in a company. So that means different roles for preparation and jobs actually that give a possibility for everyone to be paid, to be hired, to apply for, and to be educated for. So we should have this in mind when we think about quantum, about the quantum uh, job market, about the quantum education, about the realization, like different kind of possibilities. Step 3 is look at the opportunities globally. Um, Even that people have really had the experience via internet, they very, very frequently think about the job opportunities only around them. This is something that we do, and I think that it is a mistake because we live with our families somewhere. We're there with the people that we see every day, with our friends. We try to see some advertisement in internet, some ideas or some opportunities to be in some online meetings and webinars. But after that, like, we're going back to the opportunities in our town or in our country. Please think about this globally. The opportunities are very far probably from you, and this is not something bad because they're in a network that all of us live together, and we can be together there and to give a lot of things that probably are not in your neighborhood or in your time like existence. Number 4, you can be an entrepreneur with your own startup idea. This is the also a big possibility, and also a good area way to speak about how to develop, because people in quantum very often know a lot about quantum mechanics. They know a lot about quantum computing. They're very involved in quantum engineering, but their soft skills and entrepreneurial skills are not well developed. So now we're starting such a programs that I have um, mentioned, and multidisciplinary and multi-applicationable studies and educational opportunities, because people nowadays do not need only one or two skills. They need 21st century skills and realizing new opportunities. Not only for them, they will give these opportunities to the others. Quantum technologies and quantum mechanics are spheres that are innovative. They proceed with innovations in every branch, with in every business and academic industry and possibility. So to be an entrepreneur with a startup or uh, with a spin-off company is something very expected. Of course, that means people to have some skills for that. And after that, when they realize such an idea, they do not realize it only for themselves, but for all the team they are going to work with and for all the partners they're going to work with, etc. Number 5 is the focus of the next 10 years that I mentioned in the previous slide. So there will be much more growing and opening new careers that we in this moment haven't heard of. There are careers in quantum that are connected to the police offices that expect quantum security, um, prevention of problems. There are quantum blockchain jobs opportunities that already exist. We probably haven't heard about everything of this, but they become much more popular and arise new and new every day somewhere around the world. The sixth one is the introduction of quantum solutions in all areas, means career opportunities in all directions. Again, a lot of opportunities like healthcare, energy, efficiency, finance, education, because as I told you, there are people that are teachers in middle school, in primary school, and in high school that work with me, and they have opportunities that probably some people do not really expect that they already exist and are possible. So my suggestions to you are to keep learning uh, a lot of different kind of skills because you will need them, and also make a good portfolio in addition to your motivational letter and CV. So going to online courses that give you the point of view of different people, um, their own motivation, their path of realization is a good example for you, their point of view, and take the things that you like and that you find valuable for you. Also, going to such courses and seminars give you new connections and also probably certificates and benefits for your personal portfolio. Building a network of contacts in the industry with researchers, innovators, other people like you, or probably different people from you, because if people are the same, is not so valuable. They should be different to give to the others everyone's different point of view. This is the most creative part that gives something that we don't have. We expect to learn and to see something new and different and not always the same. So conferences, workshops, forums are something that I really recommend you. Um, the knowledge from the other fields like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science is something that is expected in the quantum computing area, but also additional skills in different other business and academics area, and also soft skills, how to present, how to give our ideas, how to innovate, how to make new ideas, how to realize a business, how to make influence with this a startup is something that we have to develop. And the other thing is gaining career experience. So don't be bothered that something will not go wrong or not be as you expect from the first moment. So start participating in projects, be volunteer, um, put yourself in different situations. Only the real experience will give you the can do attitude on the one hand. On, on the other hand, the real experience to gain with every difficulty in your life that of course is coming. So try to be active, and this will give you this experience and success after that very soon, I hope. But when we do some things, we have always follow some strategy, not to make it just this morning I think the things will go this way, and the other morning I'll do something that I don't know why and how, but I'll do something else. So make a plan, make some strategy of you, because when you're focused, no matter that we spoke about a lot of applications, a lot of skills, when the things are more, they expect much more organization. So to have a strategy and organization, a good plan is something that we really need. So when you start selecting the skills, the certifications, or other kind of knowledge, focus to have also certificates or diplomas from known companies, from courses that are eligible, and of course some that gives you the skills that you expect and see that you need. Participating in training programs and internships in the biggest companies is something that you can easily find. But there are also smaller companies, smaller universities or educational centers, organizations, NGOs that give this real world experience in quantum that you need to have this experience and this can do attitude that I have mentioned. Stay updated with trends and research to know where people around the world do this or that, where the innovations have accessed these new territories, these achievements, or the best things or the newest things is important. To be up to date to everything that's happened is not something that we have to waste to the others, and we to be focused only on the lab work. And to have a problem solving skills, to be positive, and to be team oriented, to can influence with your ideas to the others, to attract them to believe you and to would like to follow you. These are the entrepreneurial and leadership skills are something very important nowadays. So we have to work together on this, and people should go out only from the um, theoretical knowledge or from the practical scientific knowledge, and to pass from a different kind of skill, experience, and of course certifications, because for some of them you do not need only the skills, you will need also some kind of diplomas. So how to be successful and to reach your quantum dream. Sometimes it is like that's why I wrote it like this, because we see, okay, are there real places where to realize? I'm getting back to the second slide. Am I on the correct path that I'm going to? It is very difficult. I feel myself that nobody understands me. Why? If I'm not understandable from my family, from the people around me, from my friends, there are not enough places where to work. Um, what I'm doing exactly? It, how can be positive and what to do? So um, it's like our personal feeling, our house. That's why I imagined the dream like a house. But actually, I'm going back to the plan that we need a strategy and we need a plan to succeed. So, having a knowledge to be hardworking and to be the adaptable person to the new trends is very important. Probably it is the most important to be consistent, to be to overcoming every challenges, to be ready for that you're going to have a lot of challenges, probably a lot of things that will not sound so positive, and to adapt to the differences is the most important. Nowadays, it is not uh, told that people that are the most educated or the richest are the most successful, but it is taught that people that are have the ability to adapt to everything different and new are the most successful ones. So have this in mind when you prepare yourself or be consistent with everything that comes to you, and you have to get on with it. So the preparation is something important. To be adaptive, I have mentioned it, and the collaborations with people to work together is also something that have to be in this package of skills and strategies that you are going to aim to reach. So, to have programming skills, to be innovative, to be creative, but also to know how to problem solve the tasks that you have occurred to my mind or that the life have given you is very important. To be flexible, to have a different kind of visions that you can apply, because your personal vision is important, and also to be able to go to the other people's shoes is something very important. And to be persistent, never to be to give up, probably is the most important entrepreneurial skill that you always need. So I dedicated this slide how we might go from the campus, from the academic campus, from the university to the career development, to the business sector, to realize ourselves. We said that the realization can be in the academic area, might be in the business area, but no matter. So when you have education, that is something needed, of course. You need additional certificates to be evolved, absolutely, to search every day for different opportunities, to be a volunteer, to be a person who is going to make experience, a can-do attitude, to make internships, to be engaged with different initiatives. On the one hand, like a participant. On the other hand, you to try to be the person with the leadership skills, so you to be the initiator. So you're going this kind to make a good portfolio. Not only I have finished this kind of education, and that is no, it is not needed to have only education from university, but other skills and other certificates to prove. To be active, because not everything will happen as we expect, and to be adaptive, because the world is something that is changing every day, are from the priorities that you have to focus on. To be mentor and to be a networking person, so is something that you have to reach on your path of development. And when you pass this, you will be possible to realize your personal projects, not only a research like a writing paper and something that is um, academically connected, but also the things that we say that are connected with the problem solving skills. And when you're ready with this entrepreneurial and leadership experience, you have a professional CV, interviews skills, you can gain everything that you uh, find attractive for you, and probably you to make already your new innovative own ideas, to realize them, to make um, a realization of your entrepreneurial ideas, and to be not only um, a person that realized a new job for himself, but to the others. Also, places that you can find quantum job opportunities, and they're not only one or two, but are a lot, are these four sites. European Quantum Industry Consortium has a lot of quantum technology jobs with different applications. ZipRecruiter is also a site that you can find different quantum opportunities. Quantum Technology Recruiting Incorporation is also such a place, and Indeed is popular site also you can find there. Um, as I mentioned, we have also different kinds of possibilities. STEAM Academy is the company that I am leading. So this is the startup that I have organized with different kinds of activities. Now we are STEAM Academy Quantum School with the students. They have American diploma program with all these subjects, because with these collaborations that I mentioned, according to me, that are very important, we have a partner from the United States who approved our education and gives them the diplomas. Also, I'm leading Q Bulgaria in Q World, that every one of you have heard probably about the quantum computing and quantum um, programming free workshops around the globe. Um, we make them online every year, very frequently in almost 40 countries. So I'm leading the Bulgarian branch. Also, I'm a Q Women coordinator and Q Council leader. Um, this year, I have started also a global students network that is still under development. We are searching about volunteers that can be in favor of the idea to be spread to find people who are going to lead it, members, and good advocates for this good initiative, and we to start my projects worldwide together. Um, Also, I have initiated different writing teams on different topics, and we make the science together. We learn together how to make good researches, good papers in collaboration. Also, involve the students from the school, and after that, apply for different conferences and send the application and indexing in the global scientific network. So we develop together um, the quantum science and technology innovations. Also, I'm always inviting guest speakers, mentors, volunteering teachers. We now have also for STEAM Academy volunteering possibilities for different kind of um, positions. So also it is a good kind to become part of the quantum school or for some other kinds of positions. They are in LinkedIn, and also you can always connect with me. I would like to finish with a quote from Mr. Lewis that says, "Hardship often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny." So never ask yourself if you're the best one, but how prepared are you? Because when you prepare, you'll be always the best, and the extraordinary destiny is waiting for you. I'll be happy to hear from all of you. Thank you very much. You can find me via LinkedIn to be in connection personally, and I will be happy to be in help for everything that you are inspired of, or you have questions, or you would like to participate in something. So thank you very much.